Hi, welcome. We are checking out Lorna Shore, Prison of Flesh. This is probably going to be crazy. This was a suggestion that came from Moomin, and he said the music video was pretty disturbing, and judging from the first image, it seems to be a little disturbing already. I made a Discord, by the way. You can join if you want. Link is in the description. Here we go. Lorna Shore, Prison of Flesh. Oh, it's like super eerie right from the bat. Let's go. Oh, it's so unsettling. All right. Okay. This is already like I'm getting like goosebumps, like in the uncomfortable sense. This is super eerie and so unsettling. But the visuals, again, it's insanely well made. You have the transition from what you're seeing now, like the dark and sort of gloomy state, and then they had that sort of manic, happy kind of state, and just so many details here, and the ramp up with the song as well, the sounds in the background going on, synchronized with how the kid knocked on the door. It's just I love it. It's like watching a horror movie. That's probably what they went for as well. It's great. Let's continue. Just a quick stop there. It just hits you like a wall. You have that eerie start with that music video that is so well made, and then they jump into like switching between what you often see in music videos, like switching in between what the band is playing and then showing some visuals to tell a story on the side. But this is really cool because what Lorna Shore has done here is to actually make the band playing super interesting, like visually. It looks like a freaking bloodbath. And it just, everything, like blood everywhere, it just pours all over the place. With the visuals going alongside it, that is like super, I love it. It's so cool. Again, the perfect example of just making the most out of the medium that is a music video to accommodate the song and make it even better, even cooler experience. I'm so stoked. Let's continue. Oh my. All right, all right, all right, all right. Probably a bad place to stop it, but what the hell? What the heck? Like it just amps up. It just gets worse and worse progressively. Like it started off just being eerie, maybe like some like a horror movie, like a family being possessed or something like that. But then all of a sudden you have like intestines like hanging around in the trees. The guy looks like a zombie. She looks like she's either kissing him or eating him whilst looking at her belly. It's just so many things going on. So many things just throwing you off. And there's a shock value to this. And even me, who has seen a lot of music videos, like the early Slipknot videos when I was like an early teenager, I've seen that. I know that bands do this. I know they try to shock you, right? But still, I look at this and it gives me that effect, right? That's the kind of effect it has on me. It's shocking. And I also love how intense the music is to go along with it. Like it doesn't let up. It's just like the same rhythm pounding you all the time. And with the guitars and with Will's screams on top of it, it's just a total wall of noise just hitting you. It's great. I need to calm down. All right, let's go. What the fuck? We're halfway there, and I'm already exhausted. In fear of repeating myself here, the visuals, it's just, you can't look away. It just begs to be like studied and watched. And I think also it's really cool how they change when they go in between the different stories here, well, with the people being exposed to all of these gory things and the band playing in the blood. You also have this rapid change in what color you are exposed to, and that color change is often very enticing, very like, it's nice to look at. It's the same principle with children. They like to watch cartoons and videos with a lot of bright colors, and this is kind of like, as gory as it is, there's a lot of like eye candy in it. Like it catches your eye so well, and the lighting and just the composition of the shots in this video is just impeccable. But that breakdown part, like I got vibes back to the first Lorna Shores song I ever heard, which I can't remember the name of right now, but it's right here on the screen. And I love when Will uses his voice in this way. Like he goes in between the really high screechy screams, like way up in the pitch, and then he goes way low as well, and then just dance. He's doing like a dance in between those different places in his register, and it just fits so perfectly well with the breakdown, because as good as the breakdown is, it can really get pushed beyond with some good vocals on it. And you know, Lorna Shore are masters of that. So, come on. Let's go. Just a quick note here. Like I'm getting some like story elements from the story that's actually being told here, as grotesque and as gory as it was to see that monster come out of this woman's belly with the sharp teeth and everything, like looking like a monster coming out of her. Sort of gives me like a story point, whereas the rest of her family is somewhere, but she is still here. So maybe she's gone, and the monster coming out of her is actually the monster inside her, like figuratively. And that she cares more for the monster inside her and her self preservation than her own flesh and blood. Maybe prison of flesh has something to do with that. But obviously, there's a monster coming out, and she is the monster. Maybe this is like a symbolic that she's the monster coming out of herself, and that the real version of her has just been entombed in this prison of flesh that she is, and that when she is out, it affects her whole family by her. Maybe she's the one who have, killed the people. I don't know. That's just what I'm getting, and that's really cool. From such an intense video with your head being just bombarded with music and these fast cuts and these very violent and gory imagery, it's cool that you're still able to pick up on those story elements. I don't know if I'm right, but that's at least what I'm getting from it, which I think is really, really cool. All right, let's go. If I have learned anything, it's that the breakdown is about to happen. After a guitar solo in deathcore music, there's usually a breakdown, so that's probably where we're heading, but I don't know for sure, but that's probably where we're heading. That solo was insane. I am so sorry that I didn't take the video back a little bit so we can hear the entire solo. I know that's a sin, to just pause when a solo starts and not go back. So I'm sorry. I noticed it myself. All right, let's see where it takes us. Cool build up. Oh, fuck. Holy shit. Ugh. Fuck. That's the only thing I can say. Let's run it out. Where do I go from here now? Yeah. So she's left there pretty content with herself. Like, she's back to a point where she obviously seems content sitting there, the light's back on, but she's alone. Her family's gone. So maybe that's what she wants. She wants to embrace the monster within herself and enjoys being by herself and feel like the family doesn't deserve to live, and maybe that she has some rights on their life as she is their mother and the partner of the man. I don't know. we need to talk about that breakdown. Oh, that's one of the coolest freaking breakdowns I've heard in a while. Like how good can you get? This is what I love about deathcore. Deathcore, in my opinion, has the absolute nastiest breakdowns of any genre. That doesn't mean, like, I'm not saying it's better than any other, but they're more nasty than any other. They sound so incredibly violent. And they do, every time they like get into like a new phase of the breakdown, they have these hits on both the bass and the guitars and the cymbals and the bass drum. And it packs such a punch that every time that happens, it sounds like it distorts. But it just fits so well. It's almost distorted. It gives like a distorted sound without being distorted because of the track being too loud, necessarily. Like it's an effect. And it's so amazing. Gosh. Oh, this song goes right on the playlist. This is another one of those songs that you just want to put on to someone who doesn't really listen to metal, just to be like, yeah, this is what I like. Lorna Shores. Applause. You knocked it out of the park with this one. I hope you enjoyed as well. I'm going to go listen to that breakdown once more, let alone the whole song. What a masterpiece. You take good care of yourself, and I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye. Fucking hell. Ooh.